Alright. Let's get going. Pathologic day 3, let's do this. Right, let's do a recap of what happened in day 2. So, we further investigated the sound plague. We found a house that has succumbed to the sound plague, and we have gotten undeniable proof that it is indeed happening. But nobody believes us, because it hasn't killed everyone yet. So today, let's see. Right. Evening letter from the powers that be, day 2. To facilitate your assignment, we'll be sending a special train carrying medicine, sanitary equipment, and personnel. We expect the train to arrive in 4 days. Aye, chat, that's a lot of days. The Inquisitor, allegedly Mark Kaminsky or Peter Croy, will travel separately. The sanitary train reaches the town before the Inquisitor. The personnel and equipment therein will be yours to manage. The person in charge of the sanitary expedition will be duly instructed to collaborate. We hope that by the time you will have exhaustive information as to what the nature of the disease is. Sent on behalf of a manipulatory laboratory. That's quite a name for your laboratory. It is about 5 a.m. on day 3, 5:50. We are in the theatre after watching the show for yesterday. We have about, let's say, an hour or so before we get given our daily task. So I shall spend this hour relaxing from bins, killing muggers, and eating food. We are running short of. Evidently so. How we're doing for health? Not too shabby, not too. Let's have a. Picked up a lot of bottles so we can trade them for bandages. 6 bottles of water that'll get us 1 bandage. Find a guy. Over there. See if he's got bandage. As. Alright. Let's check over. Let's take a look at our adherents. We're all alive so far. That's good. Victor Kane's highlighted today, so I wonder what that's about. He's probably gonna be the focus of one of today's other tasks. To make sure he stays alive. Alright, let's go buy some food. Because we are running short and we are hungry. How expensive is food today? Actually, vegetables aren't that expensive right now. Yeah, I've got like 3 guns, but could definitely sell one of these or something. Let's sell a tourniquet or I don't want to sell my bullets. I want to save those for now. Other tablets, they're not really worth much. But it's best to keep them anyway. I'll sell the tourniquet. Buy some veggies. I should do for now, I think. It'll manage. Get more money later. Surprisingly, we haven't encountered any muggers yet. There's one. Get that needle. Alright, let's not do that anymore. Stick to melee. You can get a headshot and it kills in one hit, but the hitboxes are kinda awkward. 6 AM. No letter yet though. No quest yet. I think it's either 7 AM or 8 AM. One of those 2 hours when you start to get. Till then it's just roam about. Day begins at 7 AM, I know that for sure. Let's go check him out. Got a bandage. Handy. Time is it? 6:14. Oh, there's a... Ah, shit. Well, he's not throwing his knife, so that's a... He's taking a lot of hits. Yeah. He took a lot of hits, that's surprising. Maybe the knife is wearing down. Oh yeah, the knife is useless right now. I should get that repaired. I'll get a new one. Hold up. You hear that? Oh fuck. Oh fuck, it started. This is it, Chief. Yeah, it's- oh shit. Yep, it started. Don't fuck with the rats. Don't let them get you. Fortunately, these guys, they sell food. At the cost of raises. I'm gonna buy some dried meat. My raises. It started. Yeah. Yeah. I need to watch out for these. I also need to watch out for plague clouds. Oh shit, yeah, there's one. Yeah, that's what the plague finder's for. Yeah, there's one over there. Alright, let's get out of here now. I don't want to fuck about this area right now. Shit, yeah, it's begun. I think Peter Stammerton's in that area. Need to make sure he's okay. Yeah. Oh shit. Yo, his house is... Yo. Alright, hold up. I gotta check in on him. His house has fucking scabs on it. It's not good. Bro, you okay?
Bad twirling makes your head wooden. Good.
Daniel, do you know how Katerina sleeps? There's an ancient skin of a step aurochs stretched above the floor at the rod cellar. The bed head is indeed a head. A huge mummified head hanging to the floor. Torn scratching the wall. This is where Saburova stugs, while rats scurry across the skin like a living carpet. I will not tolerate you speaking of a lady in this tone, neither will I join this conversation. The tone doesn't matter. Every night she lulls herself to sleep with her ear pressed to the dead brain of a step person. But rats keep whispering lies in their second ear. That poor thing believes her prophetic dreams to be the voice of the steppe, but it's the voice of the earth. Rats are entangling her in a web of rat lies. And it is us who get the short end of the stick. Are you saying that you have found the person responsible for the town's struggles? Oh, it's not like I care all that much, but it hurts. A world that until recently was sucking on the steppes of vapors, nurtured with its humors, is lost now. And that loss is cutting at my heart within. It was still alive a mere couple of years ago. I have witnessed the agony of its grandeur. The wheel of history has already crashed many things that were worth saving. Yeah, he's not really... He seems okay right now. That was it. 6:56. Oh shit. And rat. Infected people, 40 people. Died yesterday, 33 people. Gone missing, 10 people. Total death toll, 99 people. Currently infected, 46 people. In which the Bachelor is offered to hunt an elusive enemy and yada yada yada. Okay, it's 8 AM when you get your letter, I'm guessing then. Let's head over to Victor Kane right now. How are we doing for hunger? Doing good. Exhaustions? Well, we just started the day, so. Mm-hmm. And the train arrives in 4 days. But that just gives supplies. We can't leave this place until day 12. So we have 9 days to survive. There we go. A warning message from Geordie Kane. Please visit me at the Crucible at your earliest convenience. Another misfortune has befallen us. And again, it concerns the person whom you have travelled so far to see. I hope the woes of our family are still of some importance to you. Kane. I was heading over there anyway. So that's kinda handy actually.
However brilliant an action, it should not be esteemed great unless the result of a great motive.
My dear Doctor, misfortune is a regular guest in our family home. A new calamity has befallen us. What is it? The house in which Reuben lived and worked has been tainted by infectious mold and fallen prey to the looters. Our messengers searched every nook and cranny. Neither Reuben nor Simon's body are in the house. Some of the people that helped to undertake the search are paying a terrible price. They've contracted the sand pest. How would you explain the absence of the body? It appears that once the infection began to spread across the house, Master Reuben decided to remove the body. He must have taken it to some hidden location that he considered safe. However, since we still haven't heard from him, we can only infer that Reuben is dead. Let's hope Reuben will get in touch soon. Something tells me that isn't going to happen. Or are you going to ask me for help? Please help us recover the body, Doctor. We are already much indebted to you for having identified Simon's killer. It is not your fault that the truth has turned out to be so distressing to us all. I implore you to help Simon, and us, once more. Find my brother's body. The task is far from trivial. Where do I even start? Someone may have seen something. I believe you've made some useful acquaintances in the town slums. Not to mention, we have all manner of lowlife here. Could they know something? Speak to my brother Victor. He is much better than me, where the practical side of things is concerned. I'll let you know what I find. Oh, that's another task. That's not today's quest. Okay. The body of the immortal. The disappearance of Simon's body seemed to greatly trouble the king. Could it be that a powerful, burly man like Reuben fell victim to some mysterious body snatch. Maybe Victor would have some insight into where I should start my investigation. So go see Victor then, as we were going to before.
Vlad is right. Whatever happens in the termitory, it'll be ill-advised to open it now.
Every hour brings us more trouble. I'm looking for your brother's body, Victor. Do you have any ideas on the subject? I do. If I were you, Ogimski's son would be the first person I'd turn to. Young Vlad. Nicknamed Charon. Reuben and he have had some business together. He knows places where Reuben may have taken the body. Have you already asked him? I've tried, but we are in a difficult position. On the other hand, on one hand, we are putting pressure on his father. On the other, we're asking him for a favor. Putting pressure? I was under the impression yesterday that we had managed to put an end to all disputes between the ruling families. There can never be an end to disputes between our families. It is as impossible as reuniting day with night. But now I feel that Big Vlad's actions have been bearing on the roots of all our troubles. I don't like the silence from the termitory. Could it be that the infamous murderer is hiding? Your brother succumbed to disease. I thought we'd come to terms with that. A stranger has made their way into the town. Human or Shapnak, it doesn't matter. We can't establish whether their involvement in Simon's death was direct or indirect. But the involvement is clearly there. Why? It has been revealed to Maria in a dream that the cause of Simon's death is hiding in the termitory. I intend to find out why Big Vlad refuses so adamantly to open it. And you should ask Vlad the Younger if you get the chance. Perhaps I wouldn't even need to. Victor believes Vlad the Younger could provide me with some clues. He did business with Reuben, so perhaps he might know where Stack could body. Let's head over to young Vlad then. Here we are.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
How can I help you? Reuben's disappeared, his home has been infected and looted. Neither his body nor Simon's was. Where could he have gone? I don't know. I haven't seen him. You suspect Reuben is dead? I do. But if neither Reuben nor Simon were dead in his house, that means Reuben has at least attempted to move the keeper's body to another place. Otherwise, we would have to surmise that someone has stolen 2 infected bodies with peculiarly obscure purposes. Wouldn't you agree? You're reading my mind. I find it hard to believe that the bodies have been stolen. No madman would ransom it to the Canes and get away alive. And you can never find the kind of blasphemer who would defile it out of sheer malice. Reuben will make himself known soon, you'll see. Still, I beg for your assistance. There is no doubt in my mind that you have a theory of your own. Look, Reuben's dealings with our family are our family's business. We value his trust. I don't feel that disclosing the details to you would be the right thing to do. Unless I see that family would benefit more than it would suffer from an exchange. You understand? In honesty, I don't. I want to settle the dispute between us and the Canes concerning our unwillingness to let emissaries into the cemetery. I don't know what the Canes are thinking, but we are not harboring anything or anyone there that could be of even remote interest, especially to my deeply esteemed fellow Victor. Why don't you let the inspectors in? First of all, it's dangerous. Barabba is rioting. I've told you about that more than once already. Secondly, Father will not submit to the younger Cain's orders. If this keeps up, he'll soon be taking orders from his 10-year-old son. Fine, what's your plan? The Cains are hiding something too. They have their own skeleton in the closet. And it's even more unsightly than ours. Our closet is full of our own workers. Theirs is full of other people's children. If you can make sure that everything is well inside the polyhedron, and trust me, the cemetery is fine too. It's an enclave, closed chamber. So you believe quarantine will be effective in the infection out of that giant bunkhouse? Certainly. Did you not say so yourself? At least, that's how it was relayed to me. That walls are a solid defense. Besides, think of what would happen if 10,000 people pour into the streets in search of food and gossip. Try to imagine the picture. Sounds convincing. I'll inspect the polyhedron and talk to Dr. Victor. But I'll ask a favor of you in return. Help me find Sammy's body. Try to curb the righteous anger of the judge and the terrible Victor. They seem to have finally decided to harass my father to death. I have no doubt that no matter what he did, it's not his fault. Do that, I will gladly assist you. Deal. Okay. So we need to head back up there to Victor. Tell him to leave the cemetery be, and we should be able to also investigate this giant fucking polyhedron. AM. No daily quest yet. Did we get a letter saying... No, we didn't get anything. Maybe we get it later in the day then. Next time. Alright.
Is this disease indeed as deadly as they say?
I come bearing news from the Ogimskis. It has to do with Termitary. Most curious. What is it? Vlad the Younger asked me to tell you the following. Termitary had been closed before the Polyhedron War, and there are many witnesses to that. Really? What is he getting at? He has no reason to believe that the situation inside the Termitary is any different from inside the tower. Ingenious. Damn it. Alright, so be it. That's how he's spinning it? Then I'm forced to leave him alone. For now. You can tell him that. It will only last until we find proof that not everything is in order inside the Termitary. I hope there's no doubt in your mind that I am obviously only doing this to get the Orgimskis to reveal the location of Simon's body to me. I haven't been wasting my time either in the meantime. The information my couriers have brought back is terrible. There's a Ripper in the town. Fragments of human bodies have been found. It's either a stranger who doesn't observe our traditions, or it really is someone or something sent by the steppe. Maybe this place needs even more prayer? Yes, it does. It really does. Just you wait. In the next few days, it will get just that. Who is the stranger? Earlier, I feared that Big Vlad was sheltering him at the Termitary. It is clear now that that isn't the case. He is on the loose. I think he is the thief. Also, I believe that he is the very man who's been accused of patricide. Cursed, wayward son, Isidore Burak. What makes you think it's him? I haven't made up my mind yet. I just have my suspicions. The end times are upon us. Sons have ceased to honor their fathers. They are turning the earth towards the void. Toppling what their parents built is what these wayward children are best at. But they never create anything in its place. Really, you're talking about your own son. My son has now founded a kingdom of his own. There it is, towering above our sinful earth. He wouldn't let anyone into that world, not even his own father. You're interested to know what's going on in there. Give it a try. Maria thinks you're a man for whom nothing is impossible. Yes, I'll follow your advice. Alright, let's do a bunch of reading. Oh, that's a lot of reading. Vlad the Younger may have some more information. I need to know the place where Reuben took the body, and the locations of any other such places. I also need to ascertain whether the son of Isidore Barak, widely known as the Ripper, has anything to do with it. The young Ogimski, being a respectful son, as he is, has a cunning way of concealing his failures. He has agreed to provide the information I need, only if the Canes withdraw their demands from his family. Meanwhile, Victor insists that I investigate the Termitary as soon as possible. Victor agreed to withdraw his demands at once. He does not want the tower to be implicated. They seem to be hiding something, but whatever it is, it's clearly not the disease. Moreover, I don't think I am the one they are trying to deceive. Perhaps I could use this whole affair as an excuse to sneak into the mysterious tower across the river. I can speak to Vlad about whatever secrets I uncover. So, let's head over to the Polyhedron, see what's going on over there. And it'll be the first time everyone who's watching, if anyone is watching, will get to see that thing beyond anything but the shadow and the fog. There it is. Polyhedron. This giant, physics-defying tower. Makes no sense. But it doesn't seem out of place, does it? You can't go inside, or else the tower will topple. I'm a friend of the Kane's. I've come to see Khan. You're in luck then. Khan has left the facets to mourn his grandfather. Come in. But don't try to get inside. You really don't want us all to perish, do you? I really don't. What did he mean by that? Come in, but don't come inside. But don't try to get inside. This is the inside of a polyhedron. All the walls are made of paper with writing on them.
This is it. No more games. No one needs us.
Adults are not allowed in here. It can topple the tower. Common sense suggests otherwise. The tower does not abide by the laws of common sense. We have different laws here. Perhaps we ought to get acquainted. My name is Casper. I am son to Victor and Nina, the youngest of the Kanes. Now name yourself. Bachelor Dankovsky. Are you a friend of our family? I am.
Yeah.
Yeah? You wanted to speak to me? I'm listening. Need to examine this structure. No, guest. That is impossible. You don't trust grown-ups. Can't allow the corruption to get inside. That's why we risk our lives guarding this place. Perhaps the pains we're taking will be convincing enough to prove. Enough proof of you. For you. Who are you suggesting? Who are you guarding your tower from demons? Fuck it up. You. Your doppelgangers. Everyone who comes from across the river. I don't have any doppelgangers. You do. 2 of them. Also endeavoring to save humanity. It's talking about the Haruspecs and the Changeling. At least that's what they say. Every word they utter mirrors yours. And so far, they've caused nothing but harm. What kind of harm? Our salvation lies in pose and silence. Our town must stay still now. Freeze. Like someone who stirred up a nest of venomous snakes. Then the disease will abate and burn up in its own flames. I was told these were your words. Were they? Close enough. But what do my doppelgangers have to do with anything? They make people uneasy. It's because of them that no one stays put. Disturbed by the Haruspecs' actions and the Changeling's balmy preaching, people start fussing and end up laying their lives upon the altar of the common good. We children will not listen to you. Not a good idea, Chief. I'm protecting our world. We were doing just fine without you. We can handle this plague even if it spells the end of the world. Hey, do you want to check that this place is clean? Have a look around. It is clean. Promise you. But I won't let you in. Wise Bachelor? No offense. Are you sure? You may mean well, but you bring evil and destruction all the same. This town is too fragile for your thudding steps. Your heavy hand will crush us all. Even if you only were grabbing us in order to put us out of the abyss. Go in peace. Everything's alright here. Will you promise to let me know if anybody becomes sick? I promise. I'll be happy to talk to you any time here at the Agate Pit. And if something terrible happens inside, I'll be the first to shout for your help. That's reassuring. What is this thing? But anyway. Get out of here. The child speaks like a grown man. His manner leaves an impression. Could it be that Olgimsky is right? If the Terminatory is protected from any external influence as diligently as the towers, I can exclude both buildings from my inquiry. Alright, well let's go back to Vlad Younger. And let him know that, similar to the Terminatory. Yeah. Yes, teleportation, common thing in this town. Yeah. Pretty common. We can let Vlad the Younger know that, similar to the Terminatory, the polyhedron is also free from plague. This tower brings me back, just like Uncle used to live. Yeah. I miss visiting home. Oh shit. I used to play on the precarious walkways, yeah. Me too. I've always wondered, like, what happens if you, because the walkways don't have any walls, any invisible walls, like a lot of other places do on the map. So I wonder what happens if you actually fall. You probably die. Like, it's the one place where you actually can fall to your death, which is interesting. Splattered Wedger, yeah. Yeah, me too. Like, hey, you can't jump over these. These are invisible walls, but you can. You also can't jump over these or walk up them. So there was no way of getting on those. Not meant to get in Viagua is full of plague. Yep, that is. This might be the most dropped town I've seen since I visited Dublin.
Is the disease really contagious?
I've managed to settle the matter. Victor will no longer insist on inspecting the Terminatory. I'll keep my word. Honoring the venerable Simon's remains is our mutual goal. We are bound by the same grief. There's a Ripper, perhaps even more than one. On the loose in the knots. I think they're runaway butchers. Or those few who were unlucky enough to find themselves outside when the territory was blocked off. Now they're hiding in the town. I believe they're stealing the dead to use bodies for divination. They have their own future-telling techniques. Where could they be hiding? be honest, I'm not sure myself. One curious young man managed to trace their path. It seems they may have been carrying the dead to the spleen district. I'll mark the house on your map. Thank you. Okay. In all likelihood, the runaway butchers are hiding the body they stole in the house pinpointed by Vlad. Let's head up there then. How are we doing for hunger? We're doing okay for now. I can just eat dried meat I bought. There we go, solved. I'm not looking forward to checking this house out, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I think that's it. Let's do a save. Yep, that's it. That's a house. Jesus, I hate that sound. That sound is morbid. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Yeah. Bees everywhere. Oh fuck, here we go. Yep, that's a corpse. Ah! Oh shit. There's one down. Okay. And the body has been found. Is it Simon? I don't know if it is Simon, but it looks desecrated, that's for sure. Let's get out of here, I'm done here. A lot of these in this tower home, yeah. Who tells the staircase gets a little wet. Here we go, flop down the stairs. I think that might be the intention. They've gone plague mad. I don't think they've gone plague mad. I think they're just fucking... They're not very smart to begin with. They're kind of mad by default. Because their entire existence is just to work as butchers in the cemetery. And Charles plague mad. Me too. Alright. Body has been found. Is it Simon? Oh, I don't know. Is it? I don't really have any way of proving it is. I guess let's go to Victor, or yes, that's a Vlad. See what he has to say about it. Vlad would probably be the best person to go to right now, because he's the one who pointed me there to begin with. How is it? It's almost 11, well, it's 10 AM. Surprising I haven't gotten a daily quest yet. Not sure when I'll get that. So. Hopefully it's not a long one, considering how late of the day it is. Happy Plague Day.
I am crushed by these walls.
It just occurred to me that a map of affected areas charted on it would significantly help couriers and medical aids. It may be surprising you, but I've already seen to that. My men are now assigned to produce such maps daily. The cost of making one copy is a mere, let's see, 1,000 or so. I'd like to buy it right now. And now we have a plague map for the day. We can see that this area here has been affected. That's it. They're pretty cheap, for only 1,000. They'll be useful to have. Let's go back to Victor and see what he has to say about the body we found. I need to find a factory worker to repair my knife, so it's not so blunt. Can't imagine it'd be cheap though.
Yes?
You know any... Do you know anything about Ruben's whereabouts? Sadly, no. Disappearance of Master Ruben fills me with sincerest regret. He is, of course, the person most to blame for the loss of our brother's remains. But that's not what matters. And what is? I have no competent people left except you. We're unable to put up a struggle. It is true what I've been told, but you've declined Sabarov's request and did not accept responsibility for the plan's future. Oh. Who told you such nonsense? Not only did I agree, I explicitly stated my eagerness to do all that is within my power. You are a noble man, Bachelor Bankovsky. We do still have hope. That is my duty towards the powers that be. Hey, oh, nothing good there. Now what? We have a body. We have no idea to find out whose body it is. We have no daily quest, and it's almost 11 AM. Actually, I should go to Georgie. Maybe he's got some. See what Georgie has to say.
Who could have thought?
Ah, there we go.
Plague is staring us in the face. That's how much his demise means.
I will richly reward a friend that finds Simon's body for me. I will squeeze the last drop of blood from the mongrel who stole it. I found the body snatchers. They were runaway butchers. Did you find the body? A body, dissected and disfigured. However, I find it hard to believe that it once belonged to your brother. I'll show you the building where I found it. I will send my people there at once. Have my gratitude. Be cautious. It is a bitter errand to be the bearer of bad news. Although the body has been discovered, it had been mutilated beyond all recognition. Georgie would be thankful for any news at all, however dire it may be. Yet something does not feel right. We've got that done now. But now what? Do I go speak to Sabarov? Or something?
Autumn is gloomy this year.
He's not got anything new. Let's see. What about Mario? Maybe Mario's got something for us.
What is this disease?
So that's how it is. Clearly Simon has not reached the end of his earthly path yet. Please stay in, okay. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. There's a bit of red marking in the cemetery. That can't be intentional. I've already seen Peter Stamatin. Andrew Stamatin might have something, or Evie. Let's go to Evie Jan. He might have something. And she's closest to us anyway. But it is concerning that we haven't gotten
Oh,
anything yet.
what is there to talk about now?
I want to be of help. I want to be by your side. Is there something I could do for you? Right now, my only desire is to light up candles, wash away the soot of a day off, wrap myself in a bedsheet, get drunk, till my mind goes blank. Will you get us a bottle of Twirin? I'll do so if I find one. Do you want us to get drunk together? Of course. I'm afraid that's not possible. I can't allow myself to drink now. What a shame. But I have to drink either alone or with my gentle girlfriends. Meanwhile, I'll be working. Either. Each minute of my work is a life saved. Several lives, perhaps. Okay?
You'll think of something of...
Well, that's not exactly a task, is it? No. I could do have a bottle of it. So. Or not. I'll go see Andrew. Actually, I'll stop by with your Gimski. See if Big Brad's got anything for me. Since I'm on boy there and since been going by anyway.
Hard. It's hard.
The Skinners, yes. That was one nasty day, wouldn't you agree? You're in charge of a hospital now, aren't you? We're already busy starting it. You want to know more? Is that the only reason why you came? Yes, please tell me what measures you have taken. And do you think we ought to report to you, my dear doctor? Although there is nothing to hide, our town has no suitable buildings. Someone suggested we found a hospital in an abandoned house. But the conditions... Who cares about the conditions? We need a hospital urgently. We need it right now. Where are the patients taken to? To the cemetery, dear doctor. The mortality rate is absolute. You're supposed to know that better than anyone, including me. The dying need only water and morphine. Sometimes vodka too. They can depart to a better world painlessly then. That doesn't release us from the obligation to build a hospital. report to me as soon as the facility is equipped. Nothing going on with that. There's a factory worker. Oh, that's a cheap repair, actually. Okay. Nice. Now we're back to 100% on my knife. Ruben's letter. We need to plan the battle in advance. Battle being the task that lies ahead of us. I will not give up without a fight, even if everyone else has come to terms with their own mortality. We need to join forces, Bachelor, and combine our diverse skills. Our enemy is invisible, ubiquitous, dissolved into the very things that we will need to purify. The enemy seems invulnerable, but it is not imperceptible. And whatever terror it instills in us is explained simply by our lack of knowledge. If we are to destroy the enemy, we need to study it first. For this, we need to capture it. This is our first and foremost priority. Please forgive my reiteration of self-evident things like this. My only reason for spelling it all out is to better understand it myself. Our goals are not quite the same. I strive to save as many lives as possible, whereas your purpose is to put an end to the outbreak. I've been told of your abiding desire to uncover the truth. I would gladly help you if you will help me achieve the goal. Together, we can eradicate this. Save everything that might still be saved. Stack Ruben. P.S. You will find me at my secret prosectorium in the warehouse edition. The map is on the reverse of this letter. Alright, Ruben's alive. Let's head over there. That's convenient, 12 PM. I'm guessing he was just getting himself set up before letting me know. Since he said he's had to go into hiding, I guess. For whatever reason. Maybe to give himself some more time or something. There he is. Man himself.
The blessed fool is making the rounds of the local rabble.
His name changes everywhere. Sometimes he's referred to as Stack, other times Stanislav, then other times Ruben. Unless Stack is short for Stanislav. I don't know. Dear colleague, by some happy coincidence, I have managed to get my hands on a certain vessel that I believe I can recover the pathogen for. Which means we are now all set to research the vaccine. Odd as it may sound, I'd rather avoid tapping into that source I mentioned, unless I absolutely have to. I'd rather examine the samples that can be procured from the dead tissue. Wait a minute. How can we possibly produce a vaccine with what scarce equipment we have? It won't be a vaccine per se, but rather a solution that might temporarily bolster the immune system. True, I don't have much in the way of equipment, but I have plenty of reagents, herbal tinctures, Twirin infusions, and by and large. The least we can do is keep ourselves reasonably safe until a better equipped team arrives. Where are we going to get the dead tissue from? I was going to ask you to bring a sample from one of the infected quarters. Be doubly careful though. Make sure to get the dissection fully cleared one of the rulers. Else the risk would be twice as high as it needs to be. I'd go myself, but there are reasons make it impossible for me to leave Simon's body unattended. At some request. But what is this additional danger you speak? Dissection of dead bodies is something that the locals strongly disapprove of. For steppe people, the human body represents the world. Only a member of a special Tagler, Burak, to name one, is allowed to open it up. This is a caste-based privilege. See. Does everyone in the town share this same prejudice? No, of course not. Even those who are oblivious to the sacred meaning of the kin's rituals still oppose unsanctioned dissection. Because it's traditionally inappropriate. A cultural taboo, if you will. Autopsy performed by anyone other than a true-born Menku is seen as blasphemy in the worst kind. Even incest is not as repulsive to them. Which doesn't stop them from being comfortable with all manner of slaughter. It does. I love the soundtrack so much, it's so good. These people are outlaws, and not a single one of them is a stepman. So what am I supposed to do? Do pay a visit to Governor Sabirov. I wouldn't go to Vlad if I were you. He's too resourceful. Too inclined to drag you into his schemes. Canes are also out of the question, as anything that leads Georgie to me would result in Simon's body being removed. And I still have a lot of work to do. Find someone else to obtain the samples. Our job is to study the specimen under the microscope, not to cut it out from some seedy alley. Believe me, I tried my best, and no one wants anything to do with mutilation of dead bodies. Isidore's students have gone into hiding. I plan to approach the butchers, but Olgimsky is blocked off the termitary. I would search for a stray butcher in town. There may be some, but I can't leave Simon's body. There is no one who would do that for us right now. I heard a rumor of a man who is well equipped to both dissect the dead and gut the living. In fact, he is the son of the deceased healer, your master. Did you get to meet him? I didn't. A few of my friends are trying to find him on my behalf. No success yet. That's unfortunate. I will try to think of some other option. See you soon, colleague. Alright, now we have a daily quest. We have to go to Sabirov. Right. Enemy unseen. If I am to eradicate the enemy, I must study its habits and capture it. This will be no mean feat. As is customary, we will need to perform an autopsy on someone who has already succumbed to the sand plague in order to procure a specimen of the infected tissue. First and foremost, I need to secure Sabirov's consent, lest any of the usual complications linked to working with dead bodies should arise. Not far from Sabirov now.
Yes.
We are doing worse than ever. The infection is spreading. I need to work with dead bodies. I was told that this work demands your sanction. That's true. I regret to say that no one can help you there. Local superstition prohibits any violation of a body's integrity. Add a coat of the dead on top. If they see you dissecting a corpse, they might tear you to pieces. It has already happened once. It is essential for my work. I understand, but there's nothing I can do. Let us pretend this conversation never happened. You might want to turn to your new acquaintances. As far as I can judge, they are ready to do anything you ask. I'll do that then. I should hope the infected districts are already reconsidered this reactionary prejudiced stance. This difficulty would be resolved by some rather sinister people. I'm talking about butchers. Butchers, rather obviously, have no qualms about cutting bodies. Tradition gives them a hereditary right to perform this sacred act. I've yet to see a single butcher in this town. Of course, Ogimsky had them locked up after another of their strikes. However, it is said that on the eve of the blockade, butchers did not make it back to the dormitory on time. Someone is hiding. There is a house here in Earth. Most dwellers know who it is. Take a chance. Thank you, excellent advice. Oh, we gotta go back to Aspertina. Let's head down to Asperty then. Gone the wrong way. Damn Maze Town. One PM. If I can reach an agreement with the concealers, then the runaway butchers might be able to provide dead bodies for my autopsies. I have heard a rumor of a house somewhere on Earth where the criminal workers of the abattoir go into hiding. I'll be right here. We've already killed one of them, so I don't know how she would respond to us. That's a good point. We did already kill one. After asking her to help us.
Is the disease really contagious? Yes, it is, undoubtedly.
Please touch me. Do I have a fever? You're concealing runaway butchers in this very house, Aspity. Well, crucify me. What's this about? Running more errands for the Ogimskis? No. This time I've come on my own accord. Your help. Well, I gotta hear that. Why on earth would the wise serpent seek anyone's help? I need the tissue of a sand plague victim. You can only find dead victims in the infected houses. Since you appear to be alive, you have never entered a single one of them. You will have 5 to 10 minutes to do. Then the infection strikes with the expected results. Perhaps you could find a single runaway that would agree to help. What would you want in return? Perhaps I could find a lot of runaways that would agree to help if only I asked them to. And the same me will ask you a favor for a favor then. Will you do me one? Depends on what you're planning to ask. You're influential with Olgimski. Use that influence. Attempt to stop persecuting the runaways. It's no longer a revenge situation. But he's still all too eager. Takes the guy quite some time to calm down, huh? Anyway, he swears to leave alone the butchers that are now outside the dormitory. I will talk 3 runaways into risking their lives. It's not like they have anything to lose anyway. I'll try. Go to our big Vlad and talk to him. How are we doing for hunger? Exhaustion? Doing alright for now. Yeah, for about 13,000 money.
Yes?
I'd like to offer you a bargain. It has to do with your fugitive. Oh, come now. In my mind, there's nothing to discuss here. However, a good bargain always catches my attention. So, I want to stop pursuing them. What do you want in return? What's in it for you? I have my own job to do. I need these people. As for now, sadly, I cannot disclose to you as to why. What would you be willing to offer? I'm ready to hear your offer. Let me see. Oh, I know what I'm going to add. As a repayment for my butchers, it's for a unique resource you own. One I'll never get my hands on. What is it? Your influence with Canes. I'll cease to pursue the butchers if Georgie ceases to. Young Burak isn't guilty. He has an airtight alibi and still charges, which I am willing to confirm. Let them leave him alone. Agree? You're vouching for him. I'll inform the Canes as soon as I have the chance. Indeed, indeed. I'd rather you convinced Reuben that young Barak has nothing to do with Isidore's tragic death. Thick-headed Reuben is the last one who still needs convincing anyway. The boy might be labelled a patricide, as if he hasn't had enough. We see Reuben from time to time, I know that. Pass your words to Reuben. I haven't finished yet. Apart from that, I wish they stopped torturing me about the termitary. I'm tired of repeating that it's clean. That is why it's closed in the first place. You know what? You've just suggested an excellent idea to me. How about this? You stop the persecution, and I'll kindly spare any Canes my opinion of what's inside the termitary. Goodness sake. Put it like this. Yes, certainly. Certainly. I was going to, as well. It's no matter now. Now that the Skinners is infected, just like the crew sprawl before it. Have my word as a merchant. Thing is, I know you as a man of honor, damn it. I'm glad we have an agreement. Boos of that. The word of a merchant provides a reliable assurance. What has happened? Hang on. Okay, yeah. They have no great regard for human life, it seems. 3 lives were given in exchange for Ogimski's promise to cease the persecution of runaway tradesmen. Ogimski has become strangely pliable. Apparently, he is most troubled by the termitary. It has become a kind of Achilles' heel to him. It is interesting to note that he asked me to solicit the young Barak as he stands used before the Canes. Could be that something is wrong here. So now he wants to prove Harrispex's innocence. So I need to speak to Canes and Reuben. Reuben would be the closest one right now. Let's go to him. And then we head over to the Canes and let them know that there is nothing inside the termitary and Harrispex is innocent.
It can be around.
Infected quarters, hell on earth. It is absolutely impossible to survive there. Do you have any antibiotics at all? Any kind of immune system stimulants? None whatsoever. I don't have any medicine here. Truth be told, this is one of the reasons I would prefer not to enter the infected quarter myself. That's unfortunate. Rumor has it that the Orgimskis have organized the distribution of medicine among a few more important townspeople. I had to stay here in hiding, so I did not get any of it. But some of the people you've come to know here wouldn't be only too happy to help. Good thinking, I'll follow your advice. So guess I don't need to tell him then. Let's go back to the cairns. PM. Almost there. I'll speak to Georgie. He'll be the he's one of the most influential of the family, so it's one I need. Since how aspects is it? Innocent.
Who could have thought? A plague is staring us in the face. That's how much his demise means.
I have to ask a favor of you, Judge. I am indebted to you, dear Doctor. Speak. I will be happy to grant any request that is within my power to fulfill. Has to do with Isidore Baruch's son. Yes, I know the man, only by what the others have to say about him. Regrettably, I've yet to meet him personally. He was one of the main suspects of Simon's murder. Although he also hasn't cleared himself, not to my judgment anyway, of the charge of murdering his own father. Now, he is the main suspect in the theft of my brother's body. Hope you're not going to ask. Hope you're not going to solicit forgiveness on his behalf. That is exactly what I'm going to do. This is one of the few requests that I am not prepared to meet. That is to say, I wouldn't be anyone other than you were asking. But I believe without a shadow of a doubt, you are acting in good faith and with most noble intentions. Young Barak deserves to have a break. That's what I need of him now anyway. Very well, Doctor. I will do what you ask of me. But having done that, I urge you to tell me who stole my brother's body as soon as you learn their identity. Promise I will not punish Barak, only unless it turns out that he was the thief. Word. Okay, well now what? Pardon, I guess. Oh, I have to go back to Aspity now. Shit. Well, I can go back to Old Game Skill on my way there. Take a look at our adherents. They're all still alive right now. I need to get some food. Now, dried meat's really cheap. Fresh fish, though, is not. What do I have? Softened the blow. Not really anything. Let's sell a gun. Fuck it, I'll sell a gun. And I need it right now. That should do.
Swine.
I need a detail.
Beasts.
There's nothing going there. Exhaustion's getting high. Still got plenty of time for that. PM. Wait, we're going the wrong way for Aspity. Alright, that's just around the corner from it. What's that sound?
There's a hole under my heart.
Do you know anything about how the disease is transmitted? I know everything. So, the infection goes straight to the head. Talks to you a bit with this little inner voice. Then it moves in completely. For a while, the tenant is rather troublesome. The body makes for a lousy lodging. Breaks apart all too easily. And so the disease leaves and moves along to find someone else. Moves in? What do you mean? It listens to your thoughts, peeks inside of you, takes a nice look and moves in. But the check-in only happens after a very short and crucial interview. It will only move in if it fancies you. Otherwise, you may keep on with your plain boring life. Making it fancy you is easy. It doesn't really discriminate, as you see. Did it speak to you too? I think it did. It's just that I was unlucky. My condolences.
Is the disease really contagious? Yes, it is, undoubtedly.
Big Vlad agrees. He swore that from this point on, not a single runaway in the town would be killed on his orders. Proof? It is already done. The orders have been issued to Sabrov's patrolmen, Dolgimski's men, sealed and delivered. Fine then, I'll send 3 butchers to the infected skinners. They'll be waiting for you there. Manage to find a dead body, cut it, and survive to see you. Follow them in an hour. They may die before you. Waste no time. Why do you want them to split? That enhances the chances of success, does it not? Also, these 3 butchers I fancy the least. Say. I strongly advise you to conduct reconnaissance before you go to the... Prepare for the field trip well. Rumor has it, the place leaves you less chances than a mincing machine would. The patrolmen guarding the infected houses have already consumed half of the confiscated drugs. Thank you, Aspity. Okay, so we gotta hurry. Skinner's district is contaminated. I hope that one of the 3 butchers that Aspity dispatched there is able to return with a specimen. There is no time to procrastinate. We need to move. That was no kid. What do you mean? Oh shit. That's right, lay down the law. Let's buy some food from this guy. Smoked meat, 7. That's expensive. Wait. Oh, are you talking about Khan? In the tower? Or something. Shit. I can play cards. Where am I going? Oh, why is that kid standing around here? Where am I headed? It's somewhere around here. That's as far as I know. Or can tell. Oh. Ah. Okay. Epidemic. Written on your recommendation. Sent for approval. Be addressed to the townspeople. Attention all citizens. Following the outbreak of a lethal disease commonly known as sand plague, sand pest, and sand dirt, the town authorities hereby declare a state of emergency. The disease is extremely contagious. There is still ongoing research as to how the disease is transmitted, but cases of contact and droplet infection have been confirmed. There are currently no vaccine solutions in the town, and none are to be expected before the regular train arrives. Please be careful. The townspeople are forbidden to leave their homes unless under special instruction. Remember, the possibility of infection is much lower of those who stay indoors. The citizens are advised to sterilize their household wares, boil their clothing, and exterminate as many vermin as possible. Do not panic. Medics, couriers, and executors will take care of mail delivery, as well as the distribution of drinking water, provisions, and medicine. Requests should be written down and slid under the door for couriers to collect. This address was composed on the instructions of Bachelor and ratified by the state of emergency town governor Alexander Sabarov. It is compulsory to follow every advice herein. Alright. Still, we need to find where the bushes are at. Oh, fuck, God. Shit. Okay. That's bad. Get this right here. Fucking rodent. Okay, we have a tiny bit of infection. Our immunity has gone down. Floating 32. So she said in an hour, so confidential notation written on your recommendation, sent for approval. This annotation for patrolmen, couriers, executors, and sanitary personnel. In order to prevent panic, this annotation is classified and its contents should be under no circumstances disclosed to the civilian population. The disease is incurable. There is no vaccine, neither here nor in the capital. However, there are a few positive facts. 1. The probability of contracting the disease is significantly lower for someone who has taken immune system stimulants. As of now, we believe that A pills and B pills, yellow-colored and blue-colored pills, respectively, provide the best protective effect. Except excessive doses of these medicaments may be detrimental to one's health. 2. Additional protection is afforded by synthetic clothing. Woolen garments are strictly off limits. Parasites. The clothing should be changed as often as possible. 3. Important. The disease develops sporadically. At its initial stage, it does not progress in any significant way, especially if antibiotics are taken. However, if contact with the infection reoccurs, development of the disease becomes extremely rapid. The disease is not transmitted by means of droplet infection. As of now, we've yet to find out how it is contracted. Preliminary tests suggest that the disease is not contagious in its early stages, therefore there is no need to isolate the sick person immediately after the occurrence of the symptom. Appendix: the executors. In consideration of your particular line of work, we believe that you will not be able to avoid infection. If you have contracted the disease, do not give in to despair. It would have happened sooner or later anyway. Try your best to conserve the infection at its initial stage. Take antibiotic medicine. Consider using the schmauders. They are extremely dangerous, but they help curb the infection. Damn, so we're pretty much just telling you that you're gonna get infected anyway, so you know, just fuck it. Get on with your job. Pretty morbid. Where are these butchers? Hmm. Wow. I'm not really sure. Unless I return to Aspertian now. It's already been an hour now. I wonder. Well, I guess let's look around a bit more. Maybe, I have an idea. Got him. Maybe around here. Huh? could they have gone? Oh shit. I don't know where they've gone. Skinner's district is contaminated. I hope that one of the 3 butchers that asked me to dispatch there is able to return a pursuit specimen. There's no time to procrastinate. Okay, let's just keep looking around, I guess. Oh, my plague finder's running out of juice. That ain't good. One of these. Have some. No? Is there anywhere here we haven't investigated? Maybe around back, maybe? don't get it. This house doesn't seem affected yet.
Well knows the kid.
He's still there. Strangely enough. I have no idea where they are. There should be some more around here. I'm not sure where. I've pretty much checked every nook and cranny, I think. This is getting stressful. Where the fuck are they? I've wasted so much time looking for them. I don't know where they are. I've checked every place. Shit. I don't like this one bit. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding. Found him. And don't worry, sir. The evildoers are dead. Upon Orgimski's orders, armed resistance. They must have found. They must have all Fat Vlad had sent us. But there's something fishy about this here business. Why? It gets worse. That beast carved him up and wrapped him up. Prepared him for something. Been waiting for the Ripper. Still at large. Is him that's killed old Barack? Ain't gone nowhere. Ain't fooling anyone. It was him, the butcher, who did it. No question about it. What on board makes you think so? He was waiting for him. So he was. Anyway, it's all pointing towards it. Good thing we were there to dissuade him. Still in a different neighborhood. Never butchered like that. Slipped away. I just got the report. Oh, I'd love to get that beast a good thrashing. Emma and whoever's paying him. Shame I can't leave my post. I'd rather you not go to extremes like that next time. Oh shit. There's one. I mean, one of them's dead. There must be another one hiding somewhere. Some tucked away corner or something. I can barely even tell where they are because of all the grass. Like this one here. No. Oh, there is one here. I don't know how that didn't occur to me, but I could have sworn I walked past him before. Da da da, same thing, same thing. That's two dead. He's probably the third. Yep. A villain to chop up a lad like that. He must know his trade well, eh? Dressing carcasses and the likes. Look over there. They're carrying the body of all the Cuttons. Where to? Cemetery. Where else? To prepare for burial. Why'd you ask, sir? It's you who have to report to me, volunteer, not the other way around. Shit. Okay. The body that the butcher had cut open was taken to the cemetery. Now we need to run all the way over there. Upcuts. Ah. Well, that just makes things really awkward, doesn't it? Well, at least I can finally get out of the infected districts for now. That took way too fucking long. Might need to stop by the pub and get some coffee, just to keep me going for a little bit longer. See how it goes. But I need to make tracks over to the cemetery, so it's over there. Yeah, I can see them doing the thing now. Shit. Was this body brought from the infected district? Yes, we're preparing for it for burial. What's in it for you? I need it for my work. Ain't that right? Well, doctor's work is vital work, alright. It's not like you're body snatching for fun, right? Working in the interests of the public. Spot on. 10,000 money and it's yours. Are you out of your mind? Not gonna offer twice. You'll give it to me since that is my order. I have a name of Governor Sabirov. Governor Sabirov? Governor Sabirov is not my commanding officer. I'm a volunteer. Do you get that, Doctor? Do I need to spell out for you? Silence, know your place. Ah, shit. Ah.
Is there really no way to cure the disease?
Keep your voice down. Listen carefully. I've told these people that you're not the person who ordered the butchers to cut corpses. Thank you, I appreciate it. I had to conceive that there's an unknown ripper on the loose. Twice a criminal, daring to raise a knife against the inviolability of a body, and defying the sacred peace of the dead. I told them that you weren't the real ripper, and we started a manhunt for the real one. Ah, shit. No, anything but this. How am I supposed to look in the eyes of those whom I promised not interference? No names were named. I don't know who you're referring to, nor do I want to know. Do you hear me? I want nothing to do with cases about defiling the dead. My public line is, whoever is caught dissecting a body will be summarily executed and made an example of. Be more careful from now on. What am I to do now? These patrolmen were keeping watch at the cemetery. Right now, there is no one there. Our task was blockading an infected district. and I will dispatch the next shift of guards to a cemetery in 10 minutes. You hear? 10 minutes after you leave. You have 10 minutes to... You have a 10-minute head start to do what you need to do. These patrolmen will be sent to my deaths simply in order to provide cover for my actions. That must not happen. As you wish. But remember, if you leave your work undone, someone else will have to do it and pay their life for it. Right. I've changed my mind. Hold back the duty for as long as you can. Oh boy, we have 10 minutes. We have to run. I think it would take longer than 10 minutes, but we'll... I'm in dire need of bandages. Let's get some. I should save here. Otherwise that'd be a lot of progress to redo if I die. They just have to make it freaking awkward to get a corpse just so I can get some dead tissue to dissect. Alright. Yeah, there's no one there now. Fortunately. Get the thing we need to get. And done. The dissected body is still at the cemetery. I need to get to it before a new detachment of patrolmen arrive. Oh, we've already got it, so I'm gonna leave now. Now we head over to Ruben. I need to get to Ruben quickly. Or exhaustion knocks me out. Pathologic is just over there. Here we are.
I'm on my last legs. I can't take it anymore.
Finally, the operation's been a success, I hope. That depends on the result. Microscope is at your service, colleague. May you be the first to make the discovery. Obliged. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Well, it looks like blood cells to me. Some of them look a bit weird. These things, what was that?
Perfect valor is to do without witness what one would do before all the world.
So, what did you see there? Everything's dead. Dead tissue will not allow the microbial culture to survive. We might have tried to force the bacteria to reproduce. Problem is, there's no bacteria left. Culture has perished. This is bad. Quite the opposite, colleague. This is outstanding. What we've just discovered allows us to suggest that the sandpest does not linger in dead bodies. As soon as it cures an infected person, it leaves, needs warm blood, rich in oxygen, to survive. Do you think the bacterium kills, Bachelor? It causes a massive contamination of blood. Doing so, it overloads the cardiac muscle. In all likelihood, the infected suffer a stroke. That is something we didn't know before. So, in order to acquire the potent living microbial culture, we need to get our hands on a still beating heart. That's borderline absurd. You can start to research your vaccine. Don't you have that unique source of yours? In any case, our work must no longer be delayed. Not after the new hope today has brought. What does this mean? Firstly, it suggests that something as simple as house walls might provide a certain level of protection. Secondly, the killer's life cycle is very short. Therefore, there is a natural restriction on how fast the disease can spread. As soon as the infection kills whoever it carries, it dies. This means the disease can be fought? Yes. There is hope. Although the enemy is invisible and ubiquitous, it is far from invulnerable. I have found at least one weakness. And that's the daily quest done. The tissue extracted from the corpse did not contain the microbe. It perished together with the host. I have come to the conclusion that it may be possible to curb any spreading of the disease. Full isolation will be essential. Mere walls, perhaps, may offer some kind of protection. Glass walls in particular. Okay. Well, that's a day done, I think. However, there's still some things I wish to attend to before I... First of all, my health, which has now been attended to. Second of all, I need to head to the pub. Either Jan wants a bottle of Twirin, so I'm gonna go see if I can get her one. Andre. And then I'm gonna stop by Lara Ravel's house, see if she's got anything. She said she would offer me provisions if it passed. So I wish to see if that holds true. So first we need to get some caffeine from the pub to keep me going, as well as some twirling for Eva Yan. Then we'll circle around to Lara's house, pick up anything she's got for us, and then yeah. Jesus, that's getting. Okay, let's hurry up. Got a bottle of Twer, and that's not. That should keep us going for a little bit longer.
Who would have thought
Few
the
rounds.
plague is on our doorstep? So, it has come to this.
Hats off to the fine guest. Who gets intoxicated with us, you prisoner of science? Let's see. Da 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 da. If you care for your body so much, how come there are so many murders roaming the streets? Am I not supposed to help them too? The bastards deserve to be exterminated. No one will punish you for being a criminal. An official decree was just announced by Sabrov's men. So what, are you planning to get your hands dirty too? And why not? Muggers and killers hold nothing sacred. They are exempt from sacred laws and traditions. They pull their knives first. You are free to disembowel them, tear their arms off, perforate them to your heart's content. Glad to hear that. We have officially gained the rights to murder people. Pull their knives first. Alright, let's stop by Lara's house. Your bandages. Also, have a look at these alpha tablets. I've very outdated immunity. Let's see if the kids have any. Some of them might have something. It's got a rifle, but it's don't. Let's get some bandages. Revolver ammo. Oh, we can buy some of these. It's not.
My lips are too dry.
It's so nice of you to come. Are you tired? Hungry? Right. You've heard already that all provisions have been destroyed, right? They say it was infected meat that caused the disease. Now there's no food at all. Only the food we managed to snatch before it all began. So I have nothing to offer, save for some bread and milk. Don't, Lara, save it for a rainy day. The train must arrive soon. I wonder why it's late. Sometimes I fear the delay may have something to do with the quarantine. I so hope it had departed while the quarantine was announced. Let us all hope. Alright. We could get some bread and milk, but I'm gonna save that, because we don't really need. Let's increase our... Alright, we're gonna go to Evian, won't we? I remember now. Even Bobby a bottle of twirling for her. I should stock up on some. And other... Ah, this one's got beta tablets. Get some of them. And some alpha tablets, I guess, while we're at it. We're stocked up now, but we're gonna have to face the infection ourselves.
My lacquer is cracking, see?
Okay, almost. I think that is all we can do. Now, time to hit the hay. Alright. Sleep. The infection is spreading. That's not good.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Okay. Evening letter from the powers that be, day 3. Insofar as the victory over the enemy is comparable to learning its nature, we see you as our champion as well as our scholar. I think it would be appropriate to inform you that of the conditions of your victory. We hope that appreciate the fact that disease is nothing more than unfortunate coincidence. You should treat this as a basis for your research, for if the outbreak is entirely accidental, as the lack of any outside influence on the town suggests, then it should be comparatively safe, or it should be comparatively easy to handle. Avoid multiplying casualties. Seek an answer in unorthodox methodologies. The cause of the outbreak is not of a fundamentally familiar nature, so you may need an adventure of sorts to remove it. Okay, let's head to the theater then. And also do a save. Let's see if everyone's still alive. Make sure of that, yeah. We're all still alive. Peter Samatins are highlighted again. But to be fair, he is at constant risk of dying because of Savarov. As they have a bad history, and Savarov would be more than willing to kill Stomatin. Put an end to that. So, but we need Stomatin to be alive, so we'll have to check in on him. Quite an awkward situation, really. I also need to get something to deal with my current infection. So, there's a medical store by here. Stop by and see if they have anything. Put an end to that. For now. Or it spreads in any further. Okay. We got a bunch. Well, we have one option. Neomycinum. An antibiotic that kills microbes in the organism, suppresses their growth. Slightly decreases number of heart. Enough to destroy them with disease. Significantly or slightly harmful to level half the level. You only need the Turin. I'll buy one pill. I'll save it for when the infection gets a bit more lethal. But it's still in its early stages, so we can save it for now. I'll keep that for when it absolutely. Some food. Let's go for it. Dried meat. That'll do for us. Let's check out the mine performance of the day.
So,
it stays away from dead bodies, disappearing from corpses without a trace. It's been established that you can outweight it if you're careful and discreet. The glass will keep the best, as it's supposed to.
what does it mean?
It means we have a fighting chance. The infectious agent only sticks to living matter and is repelled by dead surfaces. Those who remain indoors are more likely to survive. Scurrying and making a fuss means death. All in all, we can fight.
You self-serving jerk. You've got your own agenda, haven't you? You're always up for a fight. You just need an adversary. What about the people?
Hush. Don't you get in his way. He seems to have a plan.
It's all wrong. It's no good at all.
Well, that was something.
The town is undergoing.
352 day 4, and I think that would be a suitable point to end today's session, as this is rather exhausting. Thank you anyone who's watching, and let's see, 2 hours 47. It didn't take as long as yesterday or the day before. Getting quicker. I will see you again tomorrow with more Pathologic. Ciao.